Now, you got shot recently.
Yeah.
And it's pretty noticeable. You have a mark on your face from it.
Yeah, I got a scar on my face.
Can you explain what happened? Explain the situation, how it even got to that point.
I was in the garage. Nigga jumped out shooting. While he was shooting, I was looking. And I don't know, it just felt a little weird. I was looking, and one on hit me in my face. And when it hit me in my face, you know, I went to shooting back. And then that was the end of it. I got up out the garage.
Now, when you got shot in the face, did you even feel it?
I felt it when it hit me, yeah. But it wasn't as painful as it got afterwards. Like at first, I don't know, maybe my adrenaline was up or whatever. But then it got painful after that, yeah.
Now, when you get shot in the face, are you immediately taken back? Like, are you down? Like, because you said you bust back. So is it a point where you're still firing, you're still going, and the adrenaline's still kicking, or is it, damn, I'm hit, you're down, it's over?
All right, so look, I'm in the car. Say dude coming out, he like hiding or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's sneaking and shit. And he jump out with his gun or whatever with like the 30-round clip. And when he go to shooting at me, like I said, I was like, I'm looking because I'm like, damn, I feel like I know who that is or whatever. Like, damn, I see that fuck nigga. And then while he's shooting at me, one on like hit me, cause I'm like, I don't know why I was stuck outside like my body or something like that. So when that one hit me, I felt it come through the window and like hit me, but I ain't feel it like no major impact. I probably felt like the least pain like what I feel right now. I probably felt like the least more than what I felt after that. And then after that I got right, and my gun was like tucked in my underwear like I be hiding. It was hidden there. I got it out and you know, I went from that. Then he, you know, everybody, it turned to like a foot race. He went that way. I'm trying to get out the garage. Then I decided to jump back in the car and pull off.
Now, is the bullet like, did it penetrate and go right into your, it's right there where your jaw or your cheek is, or did it like graze you type of thing?
Man, the bullet went in my face, like in my mouth, broke my jaw. And when it hit me, I think I was like, some shit like that or whatever. So the bullet went in my jaw, went inside my neck, and into my shoulder. Like, it's in my shoulder right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It traveled the one bullet traveled that far?
Yeah. Lucky bullet, right?
How many times were you shot at?
30, I think 30 or probably 32 at the most. I think 30 though. It was like about 30 some shells out there. And I ain't had that many shots in my gun I had on me.
You think the one that hit you was like the beginning of the release of that person's clip or towards the end?
The beginning, hell yeah. Like, probably like a good shot. He was shooting from a distance. Like, it wasn't no walk up or no shit like that. It was more like some real like pussy shit, like hiding, you know what I'm saying? Wait till he could jump out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was pussy ass shit or whatever.
Catch you by surprise.
Yeah, go for that move right there, you know what I'm saying? It was a setup.
Now, have you been shot before, or is this your first time?
I got shot before, but all that shit been weak shit, like a shot in my leg, like from being in the car doing a shootout, you know what I'm saying, and went on like grazed my leg, or a shot right in my hand from a nigga actually trying to rob me, and I batted him down. I actually shot my hand shooting him. Yeah.
Out of all the times you've been shot, was this the most painful?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Now, was the pain instant? And if it was, what did it feel like? Or it was something that you felt afterwards? I know we talked about it in the very beginning, but I can't remember exactly what you said.
I probably wasn't in pain until the next day. Like, the next day that shit was ferocious. It was like hard to bear with, like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take pain medicine like constantly, like the next day or whatever. At first, I really, like my adrenaline was pumping so much, and I don't know, I really wasn't even thinking about the pain. You know what I'm saying?
Getting shot in the face, in the mouth, the jaw, that area, were you bleeding right away in your mouth, that sort of thing?
Yeah. If you like watch, I got a video out on my intro to my mixtape Upgrade. If you watch the video, you can see on my teeth, like you can see blood on my teeth, like when I'm in the hospital and shit, yeah. You can see like blood on there.
Now, prior to you getting shot in the face, you had just gotten veneers.
Yeah, veneers.
And how much time before the veneers, before the shooting, I guess?
I probably had the veneers like probably like 3 weeks.
Just getting used to them, just getting to enjoy them.
Yeah, then them fuck niggas started hating. You know what I'm saying? Seeing all the shit on purchasing and shit, and the hate started to get real and shit.
Veneers are not a cheap thing. That can be a very expensive thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something like this happening damaged your veneers, I'm sure.
A little bit.
So explain what happened. What did the actual bullet do to, in terms of your jaw, in terms of your face, in terms of your teeth, I guess? Because
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to talk about
that.
Okay.
I don't want to get no lame, you know what I'm saying, no hype about that or whatever, or the lame homeboys, because, you know, I don't want to talk about that. The lame probably ain't got nothing to say, but yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
Now, my question to you is, okay, so when this happens, are you taking yourself to the hospital?
Yeah. After this shit happened, I jumped back in the vehicle and I fled the scene. Yeah.
Conscious the whole time?
Yeah. I was thinking about my kid. I was thinking about my money put up. I was thinking about all type of shit. I was looking at all the blood on my jewelry. I was thinking about where I was at, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about all that.
And you get to the hospital, and as far as they put you to surgery, is that what happens, I assume?
Man, I got to the hospital, yeah. I actually went to a hospital that wasn't made to handle trauma or whatever. I went to Emory and Sandy Springs. I went to Emory Hospital, and they did a lot of extra shit that they ain't really had to do. Then I got transferred to Grady.
Now, is it just like the movies? You know, sometimes you see these movies and somebody gets shot, they take themselves to the hospital, or somebody takes them to the hospital, they bust through the emergency doors. Hey, I'm shot. You know, you see like nurses and doctors just all of a sudden come to that person, they throw them on a stretcher and wheel them in. And
yeah, it's like the movies. Yeah, for real. I remember I went in the door. I was leaking, like, and nigga, everybody like was at pause, and whatever they was doing, they stopped doing it, like, period. Like I said, the hospital I went to is more for like giving birth or something like that. Like they wasn't used to bullet wound patients or whatever. So they stopped all that, and they got on me. They was trying to stop me from dying.
Are you able to talk and speak at all?
Perfectly. Yeah.
That's amazing. What did the doctors tell you? Did they say something like this could have killed you? Could it have paralyzed you?
Yes, they were like, you know, I was close to death. The bullet could have been here or there. I could have could have hit me in my eye. You know what I'm saying? All that. I even thought about all that because I done had homeboys. Of course, y'all know, like, Doe B got shot in his eye. Could have been the same thing or whatever, but, you know, I'm blessed. That's what they was saying.
From the time you got shot, driving yourself, you're at the hospital, are you calm this whole time? I know you have different thoughts going through your head, but are you calm? I know they always, if you get on the phone with, like, let's say a 911 operator, they try to keep the person calm. They try to keep them stable from maybe getting out of conscience or, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I was calm. I was real calm.
How? How can someone like yourself be calm in a time like that? There's some people that would probably go hysterical and go crazy.
They said the fact that I was so calm is the main thing that kept me alive because I was bleeding like tremendously. Like I had blood everywhere. I was bleeding out bad. My whole head was soaked in blood. My face was soaked in blood. I had a hole like this big, and it was gushing blood. Like I had blood everywhere, but I stayed calm. Like I said, I was thinking about my kid that I raised and stuff, you know, making sure that I get home and carry out what I told him I was gonna carry out to be able to make sure he okay.
Do you think being shot before previously kind of, you kind of been through this before, so you kind of learned to stay calm, or?
Nah, because like I said, the first one, that shit was like bullshit. Like a graze right here on my hand, like a small graze on my leg, but I don't know, spirits kept me calm, you know, like spirits that was fighting for me to be here, you know, like God grace kept me calm. That what kept me like this.
Did you think you were gonna die?
No, not at all. No way I was gonna even believe it.
How long were you in the hospital for? I mean, you're in that hospital, then they transfer you.
I think I was in the hospital like 2 weeks, I think. I was in the hospital like 2 weeks. Matter of fact, I was in the hospital probably like 4 or 5 days before people even knew I was in the hospital. Cause I would like keep my ear to the streets or whatever, and I already knew what was on. After a while, I knew what was going on or whatever, but like I was in the hospital 2 weeks. I made a post on Instagram, and people thought like that was the first day I was in the hospital, but I was already in the hospital and stuff. Like, yeah.
Did you, so I know you didn't really want to get into details, but they had to do a surgery or that type of thing?
Yeah, they had to wire my jaw. They had to wire my jaw, put nails in my mouth, stuff my face, and that was basically it. That's all I had to do was get like face surgery. So yeah, I didn't do a lot.
After all that, are you able to speak? Are you able to talk? Are you able to even rap? I know Kanye West made that pretty famous or popular. He actually made a song with his jaw wired shut after being in a car accident.
Yeah, I did a song with my jaw wired shut.
You did?
I did 2 songs. One of them on Upgrade, so I had to put in like a telephone effect for it to sound like decent. Well, it sound good. It's the song Gucci and Keisha. Then I made another song that's going on my next project, Scarface, which my jaw like wired shut. Like Gucci and Keisha, my jaw was coming a little loose, like I was a little bit able, but the other song that's on Scarface, like super wired, like you can hear me talking through like the steel or whatever, hear me talking through my teeth.
Were you, during your hospital stay, were you rapping at all? Or thinking about rap, or?
I might thought about rap, but I wasn't in no writing no music or nothing, nah.
Now, are you able to say, I know you didn't want to really touch into details, and I understand, very respectful of that, but are you able to say how many surgeries you had?
So far I had 1. I was scheduled for another one, but I didn't go. So far I had 1, and I gotta go back to get the nails out of my mouth and do like a jaw restructuring process and maybe like some some scar removal, and then I got to set up my own appointment for a scar removal procedure as well.
I mean, doing this interview with you, you sound fine, you're talking fine, you look fine, minus the, the scar there.
Yeah, they say it's a beauty mark, called a dimple. Yeah.
So I guess what's going on or happening on the inside is worse than what it looks like on the outside.
Yeah.
Because talking about another surgery and maybe a scar removal or whatever the case may be and all this other, I mean, we've done interviews before. You sound normal, you look normal, except for the beauty mark, like you say.
Yeah.
So on the outside looking in, it looks like you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Especially, like I got a lot of praying family members, and at the time of me going through this, like I had got a lot of help. I had like, my girlfriend, like she came into my life. She was there with me through the whole thing. So I healed pretty well. I ain't mess around. Like I stayed in my condo and got myself together. I ain't even go out much for real. Like if I wasn't going to get me some money or spend me some money, I was standing out.
So you did 2 songs with your jaw wired shut. When you get out of the hospital, how soon before you hit the studio? Or, get to the music part of your life again?
All right, so I got out the hospital, and of course I didn't run straight to no studio. I actually was in the house, like, getting myself together. And then me and my girl, we talking, we like, I need a studio, blah, blah, blah. Might well put one in the crib. This ain't no boom, I got one in the crib on recording. I decided to try it from there, but my jaw was still wired.
Able to eat normal? How soon before all that stuff happened?
It took a month. I wasn't able to eat normal. It took longer than a month. It probably took a month and a week. I took my nails out my mouth and the wire out my mouth. Within like 2 days short of a month, I took it out early. Matter of fact, one of them ripped out, and I went and got the rest on. I went to the emergency room, got them took out early. Then after that, I had to eat soft food. Then like a week later, I was pretty fine.
Ripped out early?
Yeah, a nail had ripped out, like out of my gum. Cause like I said, I kept rapping, and I kept like, stretching them out. They were stretching, so like I said, that's how one of the songs came out like more clear than the other one, because the first song my jaw was like wired. Then the second song, like my mouth, it was like kind of stretched out because I've been doing the most.
So you're not following doctor's orders?
The doctor never gave me no major order about like not talking, but he probably ain't think like, like out of the 98% sure, whatever, like he didn't think I'd be the one with a nail pop out my mouth, and it popped out. Like I stretched it, and then bing, it popped out. I was bleeding. Next thing you know, another one pop out. Bing, I'm like, I gotta go to the emergency room. My girl freaked the fuck out. She was like, what the fuck going on? She trying to help me. Just be still, baby. Yeah, blood everywhere.
So if you would have taken it easy, these things wouldn't have happened?
More than likely, yeah. If I would have set my ass down, and just kept it cool, not trying to rap, I would have been okay most likely. But it is what it is. I went through that. I'm perfect now.
Looking back, if you could do it all over again, would you have taken it a little bit more easier, or it is what it is, those emotions, the raps came out, how they came out, it was worth it, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I'm the type of person, I have no regrets. Yeah.
You make this look so easy. If people follow you on Instagram and see the pictures and your captions and stuff, you make this look very easy. And talking about it now, and how long has it been since you were actually shot?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
I mean, you make it look easy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it really that easy or no?
I mean, I'm built to last. That's one thing I can say. Like, you know, everybody know I'm like, I'm a tough person. So, I guess, you know, anything that's thrown at me, I know I can overcome. So I was ready for whatever.
Aside from the future surgeries that you have, any complications, any side effects?
They say I'm crazy. Yeah, they say that it done drove me crazy. You know, just the whole situation, like, you know what I'm saying, knowing what took place, it drove me crazy. That's what they say. I think I'm good though. I'm more focused.
Aside from publicly showing pictures of you on Instagram, how long before you actually made a public appearance, like, you know, at a nightclub or some sort of music function, that sort of thing? How long did it take before you made a public appearance?
When my mixtape came out, you know.
That was the first time?
That was like the first time for me to really go public to a club or something, because I was in the house like really working on it. Like all my other things, I'm just going out doing the normal me. But as far as a club, yeah, when my mixtape came out, my first public appearance was Club Medusa in Magic City on Sunday.
How long would you say between you getting shot and you making that first public appearance? How much time?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Now, what about, I know some people say that when it rains or when it gets cold, they may have a sensation from where they got shot. Is that accurate or no?
I don't think so in my case, because we just had a tropical storm, and I stayed in Atlanta in
Hurricane Irma.
And I ain't feel no pain.
What about in terms of the medical bills, health insurance, that sort of thing? I know stuff like this, a 2-week stay at a hospital, that can be very expensive.
Facts.
How does that work?
I actually made a plan not to pay on it. I had to make payment plans, so it's cool.
Did you have health insurance before this?
No.
I know sometimes that when people don't have health insurance, a hospital or doctors might not do everything they could probably do.
Yeah, I had so much family like come and with celebrities, and like if they would have played like that, then of course like I had money. Even when I got shot, I had a pocket full of money, and like they worked with me. Yeah, we worked it out.
Hindsight 2020, could this whole situation have been avoided?
Yeah, most definitely. It could have definitely been avoided. I seen the signs. I could have avoided the situation. I was definitely in the wrong place at the wrong time, and yeah, it could have been avoided.
Do you view life different since the incident?
Yeah, I view life a whole lot more different.
In what ways?
Just like and like taking things for granted. Like every step I take is more thought out. Like to the point that, you know, that might run me crazy sometimes, because I'm real cautious on what I'm doing. I look at it like my second chance. Like I cut a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying? People that ain't mean me no good, you know what I'm saying, but just wanted things out of me, or, you know, could have been involved in the situation. I cut a lot of people off.
Do you rap different now? Has your direction of music changed at all since the incident?
Somewhat. I mean, like, yeah, like, I got an intro and stuff that's even talking about the incident. So yeah, like I ain't used to talk about those things, or some things I speak on about, like, you know, like not going in certain paths, but of course I rap about like the life that I have lived. So I still talk about the things that I have done, or the things that I might enjoy that might not be good for me, but I still enjoy it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's entertainment. Like, you know, you're gonna get some like heavy songs, heavy thought songs out of me, or you might get a few lines here that might be life changing or whatever. But then of course you also gonna get the music that you will love and enjoy, because I'm really making music to make people happy. Like, that's my whole goal, you know, no matter what situation or circumstance you in or from, my goal is to make people happy. Enjoy my music.
Somebody watching this, and again, situations could be different for everybody, but somebody that may have just gotten shot in the face or shot in that jaw area, is there any advice or any message you would tell somebody going through something similar like you endured?
Yeah, like, you know, just as long as you got your head, keep your head up, you know, keep your faith, and keep going. You know, if you any opportunity you ever have to keep pushing, keep pushing. No matter what you, like, anything that you want to get through, you're going to go through obstacles. I don't care if you was born with a silver spoon. It's somewhere down the line, something going to happen to you that's going to make things rough, and it's on you to either lay down or, you know, jump over it.